Hi, I'm Steve Erickson from MidlifeSolopreneur.com.
And I'm Jake Erickson from FlowCampaigns.com. And this is our Daily Debrief. In this short-form daily podcast, we'll be sharing what we've been working on for the day, so you can follow along with the Midlife Solopreneur journey. Throughout, we'll also be sharing helpful tips and strategies that you can apply for your business. So tell me, what is today? Where are we at?
Well, today is the 28th of July, and it's day 2 of our podcast.
Yeah. So what we've been working on for the day, so as we mentioned yesterday, we're planning a summit for the 31st of August. So tell me, how is that going so far?
Well, I've not had a chance to decide on the title yet, but today I'm going to make that decision, and then we are starting to promote it to speakers tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is one of the main things I want to achieve today. The other thing I have been working on is testing a webinar software called BigMarker. This is a webinar platform I bought into a while ago. There was a great deal at the time, a lifetime deal, so I only had to pay once. And this is a very good, very credible platform to be using. It's very strong in the educational sector in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And what's great about it is that they have enhanced this platform going along and as time has gone, and it integrates extremely well with our mailing platform, which is ActiveCampaign. So I'm really happy with what I've seen so far, and I think it's going to be a good platform to use for the summit.
We've just been testing some of the functionality in it. It seems to have everything we're looking for, so we're really pleased about that. And I think also as an aside point, any products or services that we recommend will include links for in either show notes or the description, so you can check those out as well.
Absolutely.
We also today had lesson 3 of your beta course, and that was all about lead magnets. So how do you think that went?
Well, I'm getting great feedback on the course content and what I'm teaching in the course. Today, though, was a very heavy content day. So I really need to think about how do I tackle days when there is a lot of content to go through. Do I split it up over several sessions, or do I teach it all in one session, but with more follow-up afterwards? It's always a challenge to fit in all the knowledge you have and everything that you want to teach without overloading and overwhelming your attendees. So that is something I think I want to pay a little bit closer attention to for the next few sessions of the course.
Yeah, I think taking the opportunity to check in with the attendees and make sure that everyone's following along on the same page is going to be really important.
Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah, so I think the main takeaway from the lesson, though, in terms of looking at the content, is a lead magnet really is kind of what it sounds like. It's a magnet for attracting new leads into your business. So the purpose of the lead magnet is to bring in people from being leads to being a kind of step closer in the buying process to you. So converting from a lead who, is potentially cold traffic coming into your website to being a prospect who has, at least had some sort of touch point with you, is now potentially interested in buying and then more into your ecosystem. So there are really 3 characteristics, I think, of a lead magnet that are really important. So the first one is actually being able to address a pain point. And I think this is where a lot of people fail, is they'll create a lead magnet for their audience, but the lead magnet doesn't actually help their audience. It's not really something that their audience actually wants to see. So you definitely want to make one that is actually, addressing a significant pain point for your audience and something they would be interested in. The next point is also you should present a path or a solution. So it's one thing to call out a pain point and say, if you have this pain point, this is some information that's going to help you, but you also need to provide what that solution will look like. And I think as well here, a lot of people are scared to kind of detail what that solution might look like for fear of they're giving away too much information. But what would you say to that?
Well, I completely agree. What I hear a lot is that people think it's their intellectual property and they don't want to give away the process and what they're doing. But in fact, if you have a process, and you need to have a process, you need to have a framework. If you give that framework to the people in the lead magnet and explain what that framework looks like, you will get more clients. The reason being is that many of your competitors will have that kind of fear of not giving it away. But when you are able to explain your framework and what is your method from bringing them from where they're in pain to having a solution and being free of that pain, free of that challenge, whatever they are going through at the moment, then it gives them more confidence that you will be able to actually solve that for them. So, and when you have given that pain point, it's all about advising them what to take, what the next step is that they need to take.
Yeah.
So that's a call to action, really, and telling them, here's what you need to do, literally.
That's the third part of the lead magnet here. It's, it's all well and good to firstly address the pain points and then provide a solution, but you need to tell your leads, your prospects, what to do next. If you just give them the information and then leave them to their own devices, they'll probably go off and maybe try some of the tips themselves and then potentially feel lost if they can't follow through it and get the change that they're looking for. So it's important to actually tell your prospects where to go next, what to do next, how they can learn more of your information and get in contact with you and potentially work with you as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's a helpful tip for today. Mm-hmm. When you're thinking about creating a lead magnet, remember 3 things are addressing a pain point, providing a solution, and then including a call to action or a next step there as well.
Absolutely. I think that's very valuable and well worth having in mind when you're creating a lead magnet. So I think that was our daily brief for today. And we will say thank you very much for listening. We are looking forward to continuing to share our journey with you, and see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Take care.
See you.